欧美语。
尊敬的各位来宾以及媒体朋友们，大家上午好。这里是苏汇金中国邮政储蓄银行国际汇款业务合作启动的新闻发布会现场，我是今天的主持人任娜，欢迎大家。Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the press conference of Moneygram and Postal Savings Bank of China International Money Transfer Business Launch. I am your host, Donna Ren. Welcome. Heads up, I'll be going back and forth between English and interviews during the previously selected media, so please get ready for that. So at this time, I would like to invite our guests onto the stage first. Please welcome Mr. Peter Oster. Executive Vice President of Business Development at Moneygram. Welcome. Please welcome Senior Vice President of Delivery and Customer Experience at Canada Post, Mr. Douglas Jones, to the stage. Please welcome the General Manager of International Business Development and General Manager of Personal Finance Department, Mrs. Liu Zhiju 女士。在今天的新闻发布会的最开始。
各位早上好 ，Please forgive me for what I'm going to say next. 我只会记着中文 ，so that's all where my Chinese leads me. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first Moneygram Canada Post Postal Savings Bank of China press conference in Canada. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our new Asian partner, Postal Savings Bank of China, represented by Mrs. Liu, who's on stage, Mrs. Shi, and Mr. Chen. Thank you for being here. Here in Canada, Canada Post. There's quite a number of them here. Some of them flew from all the way from France today to announce one of our very important partnerships. The China market is an important market to us, and we are privileged and honored to continue to strengthen our relationship and grow our network. With this relationship, senders in Canada can send money from Canada Post to both urban and far-flung areas in China. We're giving our receivers in China more choices and convenience to receive money through our additional Postal Savings Bank of China network. An exciting opportunity for us, but more importantly, we're focused on the benefits this is giving to our consumers. Thank you again, and without further ado, I'll turn this over to our lovely host, Nana.
隆重地邀请到中华人民共和国驻多伦多总领馆领事于教理。
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure for me to be here. First, on behalf of the Chinese Consulate General in Toronto, I would congratulate Moneygram and Postal Savings Bank of China on the launching of the new money transfer network in China. It is another testimony of the great potential between the two countries in the financial cooperation area. Actually, the financial cooperation between the two countries dates back in the early 90s when Bank of China opened branches all over Canada and some Canadian financial institutions such as BMO Bank of Montreal and Manulife, Sun Life Insurance Company started their business in China. In the past few years, the cooperation gained stronger momentum. Particularly, last year, the two countries announced they would set up the first offshore renminbi trade center in Toronto. In this past March, the trading center, the renminbi offshore trading center in Toronto, was officially launch. With this trading center, the traders can better settle their transaction directly in renminbi and Canadian dollar, no need to borrow the third currency as the intermediate currency. Of course, for renminbi holders, they will have more financial products in the market denominated in renminbi. It's not all the story. Just yesterday, the People's Bank of China, the Chinese central bank, announced it will open its repurchase agreements onshore market to the offshore participating and clearing banks. This is a steady step to facilitate the internationalization of renminbi and greatly facilitate the full convertibility of this currency. So in this context, I think the cooperation between Moneygram and the Postal Savings Bank of China in China will be very big and will very bright. But not last but not least, I wish today's event a big success and everyone enjoys the lunch. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you very much. It's a great, distinct pleasure to be here to talk about this partnership. I'm going to talk a little bit about Moneygram and give you a little bit of context for who Moneygram is and what makes us think that we're really best suited to serve customers in Canada, especially customers that want to send money to China. But it's really great to see so many people come together and celebrate this partnership. We have tremendous partners with our new relationship with the Postal Savings Bank in China, but our longtime Canadian Post partners here, and bringing all of these together and putting Moneygram in the middle, I think it just works perfect. And we're excited to see so many people come from the community to support this event, so thank you very much. So I'll talk a little bit about Moneygram. Moneygram is, we'd like to think that we are a very innovative way to send money around the world. We are a fast-growing company. We operate in more than 200 countries and more than 350,000 physical locations and millions more bank accounts and other types of ways to send money. So we are driven by providing convenience to our customers any way they want to send money. Increasingly, we're doing that through mobile phones and online channels and other ways that really brings convenience to the consumer. As we'll talk later, our partnership with the Postal Savings Bank of China really is an extension of that, as we are going to reach new customers in provinces and in cities and towns all across China that we were not serving before. So this is just a great benefit to the customers. Come back, just one more on the slide there. Sorry, the slide, you can go back, thank you. I think the important thing here is that we are obviously a trusted brand. So because we're in 200 countries, we serve tens of millions of customers every year. And our trusted brand is why people use Moneygram, because people know that the money is going to get there. It's going to get there in 10 minutes or less, and it's going to be there every time, and it's guaranteed, and you never have to worry about it. So I think that's an important thing, especially when people are sending money, because it's a very personal event. We operate in the growing remittance space, and the growing remittance space, the next slide here, sorry, is fast growing. If you look at the chart here on the right, you can see this is the World Bank data about growing remittances on a global percentage. China is number 2 in the world, $64 billion in remittances last year. That's a tremendous opportunity, and we'll talk a little bit about this, but we like to serve this customer. There are almost 2 billion people who don't have bank accounts in the world. We serve this customer providing convenient financial services that meet their needs at very affordable rates. I think what we're most proud about is our value orientation. So transfers are very low, the cost is very low, and it's why customers use Moneygram. The World Bank has put out a target saying that they want to put pricing at 5% of a money transfer. Moneygram is proud that our average on a global basis is already below 5%. We're already reached that and continue to push for greater value for our customers. And I think that's an important part of our mission, how we're trying to drive and meet this increasing need of 240 million global immigrants here. And as we know, Canada is a very great country, has a very progressive immigration policy, and we just are pleased to be partnered with the Canadian Post Office and serve these communities. We talked a little bit about this, but self-service is increasingly. Everybody has their digital lives. We all have our phones, and increasingly we're working on these things. And we're working with all of our partners to enable their digital assets to be able to send and receive. And so we're hoping that we'll have some more exciting announcements in the coming months and years around this partnership. But as we can send money into bank accounts, or you can start from your phone and online, Moneygram.com is always a great place to start. You can find out everything that you need to do in there. And this is an important part about how we are really building our business. It's increasingly, it's about 11% of our business, but it continues to grow very fast. The cornerstone of Moneygram is our agent network. You see a lot of great banks here, a lot of great retailers. We pride ourselves on connecting all of these great businesses, these financial institutions, these more than 30 global post offices, and being the brand and the man in the middle who can connect all of these so that you can send and receive money easy and convenient. It's our greatest asset, and we're very most proud about how we're building this. And so today we're just so honored that Postal Savings Bank of China is now part of this Moneygram network and part of this family and being able to build on it. And what Postal Savings Bank brings to us is a tremendous footprint. We're adding 3,400 locations throughout all the provinces in China, but it's really going to bring great convenience into some of the more rural areas, whether it's out in the west in Tibet, or in the north in Inner Mongolia, or in established markets like Zhejiang province, where we see a tremendous need for our services, and we have a tremendous number of customers. The Postal Savings Bank is ingrained in the community in these markets, and they are a trusted brand and a preferred brand by many consumers, and we're going to drive this convenience to these markets. So this is just great news for Moneygram as we want to continue to add to our presence of 20,000 locations in the country. I think the slide, well, that one looks like you got actually bars in that one. I think the important thing here is to understand that China is, on a global basis, is the #2 remittance market, $64 billion, as we said last year, and it's continuing to grow. So it's an important market, obviously, for Moneygram, because there's great need for this on a global basis. And here in Canada, it's one of the top markets. U.S. is probably one of the top markets sending into it. But Canada is like #3 here, if you look at that, almost over $4 billion a year being sent from Canada into China. So that's a significant need. We have customers all across the provinces of Canada, and they want to send money. With our relationship with the Canadian Post Office, we're everywhere. We're within 2 kilometers of 85% of the population here in Canada, and great convenience, great hours of convenience, and really great fees. This is some of the marketing that you'll see as we've gotten out to launch on some of this, and so this is exciting as we bring new marketing. You'll see some marketing with the post office here across Canada. You can see some of it here in this lighted displays here. And we're also doing marketing in conjunction in-country with the Postal Savings Bank of China. And in select areas and regions, we actually have the opportunity to win gifts and other prizes for some of the receivers. So it's a great opportunity for customers to become aware of this, obviously throughout this press conference driving awareness for this. But we're already seeing tremendous traction from consumers who are already starting to flock to Postal Savings Bank of China from Moneygram when we haven't even gotten the word out. So that's really exciting. So as we get the word out here, we're excited for this because customers are finding the value in this, and we're really here to spread the word on this. And that's all I have today, and I look forward to meeting many of you and answering your questions later. Thank you.
really excited to be here today to celebrate the launch of the service, of the Moneygram service into China. It's just an extraordinary event. We're just so pleased to be a part of it. The Canada Post has a very strong legacy in Canada, stretching back over 250 years. The first 3 post offices in Canada were established in the 1760s, about 100 years before Canada became a country. And Canada Post was there as the country grew. It was moving goods and goods across the country as the country grew from the east to the west coast. And now as you move forward a couple hundred years, you can see that Canada Post is at the forefront of enabling transactions, electronic transactions, and goods transfer internationally. So we've come a long way, and again, we're really, really pleased to be here. Today, we serve more than 15 million addresses across the country, and customer service lies at the very heart of what we do. We've been a very successful partner with MoneyGram since 2002, so 13 years, and we're anticipating that's going to just continue to grow, and I think today is just a good example of the opportunities that lie ahead for us. Canada Post has the largest retail network in Canada. For those of you that might visit Tim Hortons on a daily basis, you might be interested to know that we have more retail branches than Tim Hortons and McDonald's put together. So we have over 6,300 Canada Post offices across the country, and about 6,000 of those are automated post offices which have the capabilities to provide MoneyGram services. About 80, as Peter was saying, about 80% of Canadians live within 2 kilometers of a Canada Post office, and 99% of them are within 15 kilometers of Canada Post. We take into account the entire country in the northern or more remote areas. So we're really, really pleased and proud of the convenient access that we can provide to Canadians all across the country. So MoneyGram services are available at all of those automated post offices I was describing, about 5,850 in total. And at all of these locations, we offer the full suite of MoneyGram services, including money transfer and bill payment services. And as I mentioned, the extensive retail network allows Canadian consumers a convenient option for sending and receiving the money transfers. This new partnership with what it means to Canada Post is that we can now offer unparalleled service and convenience for Chinese immigrants, Chinese Canadians, or anybody that wants to conduct business, whether it be personal or commercial, with their connections in China. Canada has a population of about 1.5 million people of Chinese origins, or those who have strong connections with China, which represents 4.5% of our population. That's a lot of people, or a very significant size of our population, and we're just thrilled that we can provide better service to that segment of our population, back to a growing economic force in China. This new partnership will allow all of our consumers to be able to transfer money to China with the convenient pickup of the receiver. We'll be able to receive money at any of the Postal Savings Bank of China's 3,400 branches that have the MoneyGram service. Consumers can send money from Canada directly to the bank accounts in China, which provides peace of mind and security the money will receive as intended. This enables consumers to stay connected to places where friends and families are through sending parcels, cards, and money. So I just want to thank MoneyGram, the representatives from the Postal Bank of China, for being here today. We're really looking forward to an extraordinary relationship, and enjoy your session today. Thank you.
加拿大邮政以及各位速汇金的合作伙伴们，大家好！很高兴各位能够出席今天的新闻发布会，在此一同见证邮储银行和速汇金公司美好新篇章的开启。那么下面呢，我将代表中国邮政储蓄银行在这里做一个简短的发言。我的发言主要分为2部分，一是介绍邮储银行及我行开展的国际速汇业务的基本情况。2是介绍我行和速汇金合作的情况及未来工作的展望。那么，中国邮政储蓄银行是中国大型的零售商业银行，可以说是具有非常显著的特点。一是网点数量最多，我们拥有近4万个邮政储蓄的网点；2是覆盖面最广，我们覆盖了全国所有省的98%的市县。3是服务客户数最多，我们服务的客户达到了4.7亿人。也就是说，依托于我们的网络优势和客户优势，邮储银行不断的开拓创新，为广大客户提供着全方位的综合金融服务。
可以说呢，这些年也是取得了非常显著的成绩。那么截止到去年年底，我行的资产规模已经超过了4.3万亿人民币，居全国商业银行的第6位。那么个人本外币的储蓄存款也已经超过了5万亿，居全国商业银行的第4位。在去年英国银行家杂志全球银行1000名的这个评选过程当中呢，我行按照资产总额排在全球的第28位。在今年公布的亚洲银行的竞争力排名中，我行是排在了第6位这样一个水平。那么邮储银行在个人速汇业务方面可以说是历史悠久，早在上世纪的90年代中期，率先在国内开办了现金速汇的业务。凭借着优质优惠的服务，在广大客户心中，应该说是树立了国际速汇专家的这样一个品牌形象。那么邮储银行成立8年以来呢，我们不断创新个人外汇的产品和服务，打破了原有的单一汇款、单一渠道以及单一币种的这样一个服务模式，形成了国际汇款、外币储蓄、结售汇、外币兑换、外币理财、留学贷款、代理退税等等个人外汇的产品体系，能够全面满足留学、侨乡侨眷以及出国务工人员的各类客户的国际金融服务的需求。那么近年来，我们在国际汇款领域也是不断与国际知名的速汇公司展开合作，推出新的产品与服务。目前呢，已经携手包括速汇金汇款在内的多家知名国际速汇公司，打造我行的国际速汇专家的一个品牌形象。那么为客户提供了专业、多元、安全、便捷的快速汇款服务，得到了广大客户的高度认可。应该说呢，在国际速汇业务的规模上，始终处于同业的领先地位。在国际汇款的服务渠道上，除了依托遍布城乡的服务网点，我行呢还先后拓展了网上银行、手机银行、短信及电话银行等渠道的外汇服务功能。在服务体验上，我们推出了行业领先的免填单国际汇款快速服务。同时呢，客户办理的各项外汇业务均可以通过我们专门设置的外汇通卡累积积分，并参加积分兑奖活动，深得国际汇款客户的青睐，取得了很好的成绩。那么速汇金作为全球知名的国际速汇的专业公司，在国际速汇领域里有着稳定的客户群体，在美国、加拿大等重点市场也有着很强的竞争力。同时呢，在部分国家和地区也具有非常明显的区域服务优势，包括在欧洲，包括在非洲。服务币种呢，也是我们合作的速汇公司中最为丰富的。正是因为速汇金的优势和特色与邮储银行国际速汇服务具有很好的优势互补作用，那么双方客户的实际需求以及我们双方公司的服务理念也是高度重合，从而促进了邮储银行与速汇金公司的全面合作。邮储银行与速汇金公司，我们在去年年初完成了签约，经过双方的共同努力，于今年的5月末已经完成了全国的全面推广工作。目前呢，业务运行稳定。现阶段，我们与速汇金公司开展了美元、欧元、英镑和澳元共4个币种的收汇服务，服务渠道呢也是包括我们全行将近3500个的个人外汇的服务网点。鉴于现金速汇市场的蓬勃发展以及双方强烈的合作意愿，邮储银行在未来将与速汇金展开更加多维度的合作。双方将于近期完善和提供速汇金的发汇业务，也就是说从国内的汇出业务以及新币种的服务，主要指的是日元，并不断丰富我们的服务渠道，提升服务能力，在渠道拓展和服务优化等方面精诚合作。在电子渠道方面，我们也是打算在明年能够进一步的服务渠道，提供可靠便捷的国际速汇服务，把客户的关心及时传至世界各地。那么最后呢，我也是衷心祝愿中国邮政储蓄银行与速汇金公司携手共赢，一展宏图。谢谢大家。
This is Liu, and for Postal Savings, Bank of China.
Doesn't fit in your luggage.
一笔它的这个限额是多少？
现在就是根据中国的国家政策，单笔的汇款是1万美元，单笔汇款1万美元。如果在国内进行这个结汇的话，全年是5万美元，是这样的一个水平。
So today we have a lot of physical locations. We continue to have physical locations, and we find that customers love the fact that we have physical locations. But we are increasingly bringing innovative ways, and so I expect that we will continue to go when the customers are ready to do those transactions online. We'll be able to send from the online to the offline. We still have those physical locations, or we can send from the physical into an account, directly into an account. So with these options, we're able to send money anywhere and anyhow. And so you'll be hearing a lot more about those as the market and consumers' needs continue to shift over the years.
Thank you.
Interested in the first two questions. The first one is with regards of the foreign currency control in China. Will there be any limitation for this transfer or this new corporation for sending money to China? So Ms. Liu's answer to that is yes, there are still the foreign currency control, and there is a policy about the foreign currency exchange. So at the moment, a single transaction, the limitation is about $10,000 US, and for every year, there is accumulated personal limitation of foreign exchange to renminbi or from renminbi to foreign currencies, which is $40,000 US. 然后第二个问题的话，刚刚问到的是那个现在的这个情况来看的话，大家的这个互联网相关的金融的服务非常的火爆。那在这种情况之下，苏国金有没有考虑就是加入这个互联网相关的一些那个领域，而不是仅仅的依靠我们现有的通过我们的网点给我们的客户提供相关的服务？那 Peter 学生对这个问题的回答是的。那我们不仅仅通过我们的物理的网点给我们的客户提供服务，那我们也有非常便捷的其他的网上的或者是一个电子的渠道。那比方说我们也有我们自己的一个可以通过我们的 Moneygram online 直接汇款，那么也有我们直接汇款到对方的银行账户等等一些相关的一些便捷的一些活动。那这个苏国金呢会继续的为客户提供，利用新的这个科技为客户提供比较方便的一个服务。So for against the illegal money transfer flow in or flow out of China.
I'll speak from MoneyGram's perspective on how we think about money flows. So we are a very regulated and licensed company and we are working with governments across the board. So when people send money through MoneyGram, it is very safe, it's very secure, and it's very transparent to all. And so we are, working with authorities constantly to make sure that money is moving from out of the shadows into formal transfers into companies like ourselves, and into that we can go into the banking solution, and the money is moving out of the shadows. It's something that we work with on a global basis, and are very proud of the work that we're doing.
您提了一个很好的问题哈，其实和速配金的合作呢，我们现在最主要的还是集中在相对小额的资金方面。你也知道，一笔最高是1万美元。对于所有的速配金，就是从中国的汇出，就是我们所有的这个汇出的管理是要求必须要对汇款人的身份进行核实，同时呢，对于金额超过3000美元的汇款，我们全部都要进行，无论是汇入还是汇出，都要进行国际收支申报。要明确客户的身份以及他的资金用途。那么，对于一些资金具有反洗钱特点的，我们全部会筛查出来，报到央行的反洗钱管理机构。所以您的这个担心，你不用担心，都是有非常严格的管理的。
Is in China, he said that this is a great question, and because our services offering a small amount, which is the largest is $10,000 transaction. So it's not that large amount transfer. And the second point is in China, every bank they will do the validation of the customers or we place the customer.